Hi, this is Ken with MinnoTank, and this is our segment called the Investor Backstory, getting to know the person behind the capital and the firm behind the capital. So before we introduce Ryan Kole with VCapital, I want to give a little lead in to what we're talking about today. Investor Backstory is a lot about getting to know the people behind the capital, understanding who your investors are. Often early stage tech startups, whenever they're successful or they start approaching different deals, it's hard because you don't know who to select, why to select them. Everyone has their own USP and their own unique network. But obviously it's very important whenever you think of an investment as a marriage. It's a very long-term relationship. You need to get to know the people, make sure you can work with them and get along with them. So this is for a time for us to learn a little bit more about Ryan Kole and learn more about the people behind VCapital.
Excellent. Thanks, Ken. One unique thing about VCapital is that our diverse skill set. Everybody has a different background, and everyone is able to contribute. So we put the pieces of that puzzle together. We have a phenomenal venture capital firm. To speak about myself, my background was a serial entrepreneur. I take a step further back. In undergrad, I was a psychology major with a biology concentration. I was thinking about going to med school. Decided not to, end up becoming an options trader. Okay, so it's sort of a zigzag approach to venture capital, and not your typical route of being an investment banker, consultant, or operator of a successful startup company. But I was a trader because I love math and I love competition, and it was great. While there, though, I was using my trading income to pay for my entrepreneurial endeavors. So right now I have 3 issued patents, several more pending, license a product out, working at a startup company in the traumatic brain injury space, a therapeutic product. We won the National Institutes of Health Neuro Startup Challenge. It's a mouthful. And went through the NSF's iCourt program, and we're pursuing it. We're about to do some small animal studies. We're trying to create the EpiPen, if you will. We're trying to create a delivery device with a therapeutic to apply it immediately after a concussion. Okay? There's no therapeutic right now for traumatic brain injury. Working with a bunch of PhDs from Northwestern. It's been a great experience, a great learning experience. As all my startups, they've allowed me to see it from the entrepreneur's view, from their angle, to see how they think. So now I'm on the other side, on the investor side. Part of this process, so the competition still comes to today, where my goal is searching day and night, 7 days a week for the most part, trying to find the best company. Instead of trying to find the best options or best stock or how to create a position in a stock, I'm doing it with portfolio companies. And these are fun because these are products that I can help. They're so early stage, they're not public yet, obviously. I can help mold those companies and help them. So what we do is not only do we invest, we help guide the company, we mentor them. We, beyond me, but Len and Jim and the others, Steve Ross, who was with GTCR and Valor Equity, they have tons of experience, and we can help these companies get over the hurdles as they trying to get to the goal line. So that's the unique thing that we do. On top of that, so my entrepreneurial experience, my knowledge of patents, defensibility. I helped evaluate startup companies for an accelerator in the East Coast. So I've seen lots of companies, helped the screening process. I did my MBA at University of Chicago as a concentration in finance and entrepreneurship. And believe it or not, entrepreneurship now, at least when I left back in 2014, was the #1 concentration at University of Chicago, opposed to finance, which was usually the bread and butter. So you could see the uptick in the Midwest, particularly for entrepreneurship, which is great because that sort of goes towards our thesis of our Midwest preference. But the MBA education, the entrepreneurial endeavors I participated in and currently am participating in, those have helped tremendously into becoming an investor at VCapital, being able to sort out the good companies from the bad ones. And it's been a great experience. Instead of working with 1 or 2 companies on my own, I'm able to look through thousands, pick our goals to do about 6 to 8 per year, and those are our companies. We've adopted them, if you will, and we'll work with them, and we want to see them succeed. And it's great. It's great.
Awesome. Yeah, it's really cool to hear your story, Ryan, that you started off as, going into a medical profession, then you worked into an options trader. Understanding investors is so important for early stage tech startups to say, who are the investors that fit me? Am I an aggressive founder? I should talk to VCapital. Am I someone who is great at numbers and loves to dig into that? That's great. Or am I a big mission person? Am I just like, a passion person? Should I look somewhere else? So it's so important to understand how you personally select deals in your experience and the way you view things. So thank you very much. That was our segment, Investor Backstory, with Ryan Kole from VCapital.
Thanks, Ken.